Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another brand new episode of 7 Days to Die. We'll switch to a less noisy tool so that way I'm not deafening you guys. It is the morning of day 92, which means it has been quite some time since you guys have seen me. Ooh, smack that thing. Yeah. Love this little coal deposit here. I've been kind of working in the moat here. The moat is still not anywhere close to done. The moat's not going to be done for... I don't know. I really wish I kind of had an idea on how long the moat was actually going to take me, but there's just no way to know. Like, it's just so time-consuming to go through this thing, even with the auger, even when I've got a ton of fuel like I do now because I've got the mine in the desert so I can get gas. It just still takes an eternity to dig your way through all of this stuff and do all this kind of stuff. So I've got a lot of stuff to show you guys. I've got a lot of things I want to do today, and this is basically going to be the last day I'm going to work on the base over here before the 96th day horde. I want to get some work done on the bunker over near Trader J Law and over near, of course, the Horde Night base. I want to actually get some meaningful work done over there, but I've got a ton of stuff to show you guys here. So I'm going to get some more digging done for just a few moments. I need to get enough iron to fill my forges back up, and we are, well, we're almost there. So yeah, let me get a little bit more of this stuff done, and I will join you guys in just a couple of moments. All right, let's take a look, and let me show you guys some of the stuff that we have gotten done. We are slowly but surely stripping back the top layer of soil here, and as we move past the house that's not really here, you will get to see stretching up into the distance my observation tower, which I am kind of in love with. I wanted to make sure that I used a lot of angles in this thing, and I wanted to kind of do gentle sloping. I had out here, like the base of it was a sharper angle, and I feel like it works so much better with the actual slopes, with the like ramp corners and things like that. And then of course we've got depth with this kind of inset half block in here instead of going a full block all the way around there. But I love the shape of this thing. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And then of course, yeah, it gets thinner as it goes up. And then of course we've got our little viewing platform up at the top here. And, I mean, I've obviously got to do a lot of decorations and things like that in here. I think we're just going to stick, like, I don't even know, like, maybe a chest or two, just with some gear in here, especially, like, a sniper rifle, if I have another one. I'm pretty sure I do. And some ammo, so that way we can just kind of have some extra stuff in there in case we want to just kind of come sit up here and randomly snipe at zombies, which, I mean, I guess is the only real thing that you would do. Stop it. Only real thing that you would do up here. But, I mean, in terms of structure, I mean, just the amount of concrete work in here alone is just insane. Like, it just has taken me a long time even to get this thing done, and I don't know why I didn't... I want to build another one of these right over there. The problem being that I shouldn't have buttoned this up before I did that, because I feel like it's going to be more difficult to replicate this now that it's all solid concrete. I may not do another observation tower over there. I may, though, as well, so I'm not 100% sure. But, yeah, it goes up to somewhere in the 80s, like level 85 or something like that. I didn't want to make it too high, and I didn't want to have it be, like, ridiculous. Like, I can still sit up there, I can still see zombies on the ground, and I can still take them out. And, you know, not have too difficult a time of it. I've done some work out here buttoning up the outside. Obviously, we've got to get some paint over here and paint this. I still have to kind of determine what, like, the primary palette for the ground over here is going to be. And, of course, we've got to get this bad boy painted as well because, I mean, this thing just can't look like all concrete. We've got so much work to do over here. I mean, it's just, I've just been grinding, trying to get so much stuff done. Haven't gotten anything else done down here yet either. This, of course, is all still a work in progress. Can I, please? Thank you. And I wanted to show you guys the moat here, but we're going to run downstairs first because I have some electric traps building, and I would like to see if we can actually do some of the wiring in the moat so I can see how well it's going to work. Bunker hasn't changed a whole lot, but we have, and I've got to obviously button this kind of thing up as well. I did get electricity wired out here. I don't know if I showed this or not before, but that switch there controls the lights in the tunnels here. And then if we go down this way, this is obviously still something that I have to actually button up with concrete, but this is an entire vertical shaft that I dug all the way up. This is actually where the house is. or where the house was, I should say. Comes up right kind of where the back foundation of the house used to be. So this is going to be, obviously, our tunnel access through the big main structure that's going to be sitting in that location. And I've just kind of been busy digging tunnels. Now, the main tunnels themselves are going to be 3 wide, but we're going to leave them stone. I'm not going to try to do what I did over in the other tunnel over at the original base where I tried to convert the whole thing to concrete. We're going to leave it stone, except for the ceiling. The ceiling is going to have concrete and then electricity running along with it, just because I feel like that's far more interesting and far more exciting. Let's see. Nope, you wouldn't have anything. This is one thing I definitely need to do. Pop some extra iron. And actually, let me see here. Can I have some? Yeah, I can. That is beautiful. How much of this can I build? Okay, another 200 of that. Okay. And let's, of course, throw one last stackage in here. And here we are going to do some rebar frames, which we can do, we'll do 750 of those for now. Did I ever take, yeah, I guess I did. Well, obviously we're going to need just so many more rebar frames. We need so much material right now. It's kind of stupid. All that extra iron is definitely going to do me a world of good. I've still got to get these boxes sorted out, painted, decorated, whatever is going to be on them here. I'm kind of trying to save these brass things and then melt them all down kind of as we come to them. But I need way more brass, and I need way more lead over here because I just don't have a lot. And I emptied out the other base. The other base is completely cleaned now of kind of all of that stuff, really, which is kind of frustrating and a little bit stressful and a little bit like, I don't know necessarily. I guess we'll put paper in here because, well, we need it for shotguns, right? Ladders we still need. Dirt we're going to keep on us. And then where's that automotive box? There we go. And yeah, we still got a little bit of extra gas in here. Randomly found these. I think it was in one of those waterworks boxes. Found that guy. Love that guy. That's such a thing of beauty. Absolutely love it. And we are going to set ourselves to work right now. I believe this was 45 minutes. I was correct. Boom. That's the last of our oil shale over here, but that's okay because we can obviously go back to the desert and get a whole lot more of it. I want to keep that much of it on my person for now. Where? See, this is why. I've got a bunch of nail guns. Every time I find one, I haven't been selling them. I've just kind of been hanging on to them because, I mean, nail guns are pretty nice, right? And let's actually ditch that, and let's actually put this dirt down, too. We don't need to hang on to that for the time being. I need food, which is one definitive thing I need, but we also need these things. We're only got 37 of them for now. Do I not have? I don't think I actually do. Oh, I do. I want to see if we can do some wiring in the moat in here, because the moat has to be relatively easy to maintain. It can't be super complicated for me to get this thing wired and to rewire it if, like, say, a pole gets wear and tear on it and needs to be replaced. So that's why the little half blocks or quarter blocks here, because hopefully we can kind of have this to where I can see this, hopefully, from the other side over here. And I can't even get in there. I've still got a lot. I mean, the moat is such a project. It's going to take so long to get this thing done. But is it going to be insanely worth it once it's done? You better believe it. I'm going to face them that way, I guess. Okay. Now, it's not going to be able to go to certain places because, like, there's nothing over here. Like, these poles won't be able to connect to anything unless I basically use, like, I could use, I guess, this corner one to connect to a bunch of extra ones, like, over here. Can we not? Thank God my land claim block is over here. Okay, so we had to get a little bit creative with how we connected up some of these because there were 5 basically posts that couldn't be connected to this middle one. And we kind of got this wrapped around the side and kind of started continuing this in this direction. So I basically just started feeding them off of some of the other ones And I mean, that's just what we're going to have to do in all the corners in order to cover the entire span. But it works. It completely works, which is kind of perfect. And yeah, we've got 3 coming off of this one. We've got 3 coming off of this one, 2 coming off of this one. And then, of course, I mean, this one's just at the maximum number of connections off of that thing. We literally can't add any more of those if we tried to. But this is basically what the moat is going to look like. And, I mean, it does still have this little trench in here. If I need to get in here and try to do anything or whatever, I can still sort of see at least a couple of them. So I can at least try to do something, but it's not necessarily the most ideal situation in the world either. What I also need to do is I also need to kind of do some math. Once I get a number of these electric posts down here, I need to figure out what I need in terms of our battery banks and kind of try to figure out how many batteries I actually need, because I can make lead batteries now, right? I believe I can. Yeah, I can make lead batteries now, but they're only level 3. I believe I can take a higher level of that. Ooh, 4 bottles of acid for 1 battery? Whew! God, we're never going to find those, are we? No. But yeah, this is basically the way the moat is going to look. We're going to continue the walls all the way up, of course, and I think I'm actually going to kind of take this wall all the way up so I can connect that up, and so I can actually kind of sort of get a part of this thing all done completely. But the rest of it is just kind of this slow process of just running around the exterior with the auger. I'm just letting all the materials in the middle drop, unless, of course, they're precious resources like the iron, which I've been diligently mining. And, you know, it's just kind of like frustrating to try to deal with. All right, so we've got a ton of gas. We've got that thing, which we don't need anymore. And, all right, I'm going to go put a ladder down. And we're going to grab our gyrocopter. Do I have any repair kits? I have 1. 1 repair kit. Well, let's hope we don't cause a lot of damage. That is the face of a woman who means business. Absolute business. I've been getting a little bit better at flying this thing, I think. You know, it's kind of easy to get it up into the air. It doesn't need a whole lot of runway to take off, but it does need some. So we do have to still build some kind of a runway, but I wanted to kind of come back around to see the base from up above up here so we could see our observation tower. I actually have not flown near this thing yet to kind of see how we did. How on earth did I run right into that tree? How on earth? I also love that I used those quarter blocks, or the half blocks, and the wedge tips on the top of that thing. Our traders have restocked today, so I might visit a couple of traders. And, you know, I've got to get some questage done. I've been doing some quests, trying to get different stuff done. Also, I think what I actually need to do is I need to land again, because... Oh. Okay, let's try this again. I've been getting pretty good at landing without taking damage. But not so much if you're trying to do it like helicopter style. Like if you're trying to just kind of do a vertical landing, it's much, much more difficult. And you kind of just have to kill the engine and just let it drop out of the sky. At least that's what I have found so far. I probably still need to learn more about flying them. But there's just unfortunately not a lot of information in the game about the actual things. Like I said, the directions for how to actually pitch the aircraft are not even in the game itself. I had to look it up on the wiki to find out how to actually do that. I've got to get those solar banks up there wired in. I've got 3 solar cells up there. I haven't been able to get any more of those, unfortunately, because I've been so broke. But what we need to do as well today is, well, aside from sell a lot of stuff apparently, we are actually going to take all of that stuff with us here, as well as the motorcycle, just in case we need it. Because if we have like a quick drive to get to something, I'm not going to take the gyrocopter literally everywhere. As much as I'd love to, like, it's just way too unwieldy to try to take this thing all over the place. I was trying to use it to do some of the, like, the little, these little quests here. And you see I've got a couple of these I actually have to return. But it's really, really annoying to try to do this sometimes. Because you're trying to land this thing where the quest marker is, and it way overshoots it, like, every time. I'm just bad at it. I'm just so bad at flying this thing. So I'm not going to put any of my stuff in here in storage, but what I am going to do is we are going to read this. I actually haven't done any of these since I took all those levels in treasure hunting, so I'm kind of curious, and like I'm going to be able to find treasures much easier, and they're going to have much more stuff in them, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. Let's take to the skies, and let's see if we can't find ourselves our first treasure. Where is this one? Oh, way out here. I could probably grab this airdrop while I'm out here too then, because it's only right there. That's yesterday's airdrop. All right, I'm going to meet you guys out west. Oh, good, we're out of gas. That's okay. Put those on really quick. We've got, like, no time, but we're here. And we're going in. What a day today has been, I'm telling you. Ooh. I think he just whistled at me. Don't need that either. Or any of that. What do we got? Make it fast. Make it fast. You don't say. I still can't forge those triple pocket mods myself, so I may as well get my hands on something. I really got to start using 44 magnums because the problem is I have no pistol crafting skill at all. Perfect. We made it. How? How am I this bad? I know there was a zombie that was beating on the walls here for the trader, but where is it? Sir? Excuse me? Excuse me? Hello? I mean, he twitches a super awful lot, so it's not an easy shot to make, guys. Please don't judge me too harshly on that one. We did manage to get a solar cell, so that is good. Let's gas this bad boy up. Perfect. Got more gunpowder. I bought that because I just don't... I don't think I can make those yet, and I just don't have a lot of them. So I'd just rather have it. And get that quest started, because we're going to go get that. I mean, I'm going to kind of continue digging up treasures through the night, as it were. And kind of keep collecting stuff, because we may as well just kind of get as much stuff as we possibly can before all is said and done here. But I do believe that is where we are going to leave today's episode. I love your beautiful faces. Thank you so much for watching, for all of your amazing support. I'm pretty sure we're going to cover a lot of the stuff between now and the Day 96 Horde, just because I haven't hung out with you guys in a little while, and I just kind of want to talk to you. But I really appreciate your support. Please make sure you like the video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are not already. It really does help me out a lot when you do those things. And if you want to be notified whenever I release new content, please make sure you ring that bell. We're going to be coming over our oil shell mine here as night falls. Going to be coming up right here. When's it going to blip into existence here? If ever. There it is. I want to get some glass and put it on the ceiling there. I didn't get a chance to show you guys what that thing like fully looks like. It'll be something we kind of pay attention to later. We go and check out a little bit later. But I love you. You guys are so amazing. I will see you guys in the next episode of 7 Days to Die. Bye.